You're now listening to the Michigan Motormouth Podcast, where running your mouth and sports are married together for an absolute dumpster fire of a production. This is your one-stop shop for all sports topics in the state of Michigan, minus that team up north. Go Blue. Without further ado, let's get this shit show started. Welcome to the Michigan Motormouth Podcast.
What's going on, y'all? Man, it's been a while. We haven't got nothing out this past week. We missed our episode. Just things that came up with life. So we'll be putting out episode 5 this Sunday, actually. So I just wanted to hop on here and make a little video, just a recap for the Michigan football games. We haven't been on since the Rutgers game and the Nebraska game. So I just wanted to cover a little bit on that. Rutgers game, we'll jump right into that. That was a Jim Harbaugh game, if I've ever seen one this year. It was great to have Coach back, to see, just to see him on the sidelines in general is awesome. To see the guys, they look excited. Good game. I thought we played a decent game. Nothing over the top exciting, nothing crazy. Some of the stats from the game, total yards, we had 414 yards. Rutgers had 257. They were decent with that. First, I think it was like the second or third play of the game, was a 70-yard pass, 69-yard pass for Rutgers for their only touchdown of the game. So really, you remove that from the equation. We played an amazing game on defense. I think on the season, we are giving up just under 7 points a game, if I'm not correct. So that is just great. I think our defense looked really good. It was kind of quiet in the first half of the Rutgers game. You're just trying to get things going, just slow all the way around. But there was never a point where I was actually worried. Yes, we were down most, half of the first quarter. It was 7-0 because of that touchdown. We took our time getting down there. Blake got a couple in. He ended the game with 21 carries, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns. So that, that's just the Jim Harbaugh coach game. It was literally, I think he said in the press conference, Bo would have been proud. And he wasn't lying about that, man. It was just my big fellas are sure big fellas. Let's line it up. Let's see who can last this fight the longest. So it was good. I liked it. JJ had quiet day, good day, but quiet. He was 15 for 21, 1 touchdown. So that was, that's a JJ game. No turnovers. I'll take that. Blake, like I said, had the 21, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns. Donovan Edwards had 6 carries for 13 yards. Our leading receiver was Colston Loveland. He had 5 catches for 75. The solo touchdown receiving was from Samaje Morgan. So, I think the thing that really turned the game around there was in the third quarter when Mike Sandestrel had the pick 6. Great play on the ball, took it to the crib, looked like the old wide receiver again. It really changed everything with the game. We were kind of quiet. It was really lethargic, if you will. 14-7 going into the third quarter. Halfway through the third quarter, and until that pick, you could just see the energy completely change on the sidelines, everybody going hard. So that was huge. Of course, leave it to the leader, which is by far for me he's got to be one of my all-time favorite Wolverines, because you think about his story. Dude comes in, plays great at wide receiver. They realize he's kind of falling down the depth chart there because of the talent coming in. And then, Jim offered to hey, we really think we could make the transition to move you over to corner. Think you can be pretty good over there at corner. Dude's been great. I mean, there's even talks of him getting drafted within the first 2 days at corner. So that is, I think it's awesome. That kid's story, I love. No matter what it takes for the team to win, he's going to do what it takes and play where he needs to play. And I think he's really flourished at playing corner. And he's moving all over the field at corner, so it's really nice to see. One thing that I don't know, man. There's something going on with Donovan Edwards. But he just does not look the same. Something's not right. He had the 2 catches for 41 yards. One was great. I mean, there was nobody over there, so it was just catch and run type thing. I'm not saying he didn't make a play, but it's just that he must have something going on that we don't know about, because the kid does not look like he did last year where he was dominant. Um, where when you thought he touched the ball, it was over. Like, he was taking it to the crib. He was something's off. Something's off. Obviously these are still kids, and with these kids, they have personal lives. They have things that are going on. We don't know. We don't know the story with Donovan Edwards. I hope it comes around and he gets back to what he was last year, heading into our tough part, really the meat and bones of our schedule. We have cupcake up until now, so nothing to be excited about there. Then we'll jump into Nebraska as well. I thought that was a beautiful game. Not a huge game from JJ, very efficient game, 12 for 16, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. Blake had 16 carries for 74 yards and a touchdown. And then who do we have for receiving? Roman Wilson had 4 for 58 and 2 touchdowns. And then Peyton O'Leary got him one late, which love to see the kid. Been there forever, gets it done. The Nebraska game, I thought we seen a lot more. We didn't throw it much more, but there was never, it was over from the get. If you think about it, Kenneth Grant, big fella out there getting him a pick, which was awesome to see. A big man working hard. I think he's going to be the next superstar on that interior, the next Mozzie, if you will. But I think he's bigger than Mozzie height wise. I love what that kid's doing. Once we get Mason Graham back and rotating them guys in and out, I think it's going to be pretty scary on that defensive line for that, for when these real games start. I'm excited to see what we can actually do against some real competition. Nebraska is awful. They were not good. Um, there's nothing really to break it down there. That team is not good. They broke the shutout at the end there late in the fourth quarter with they cribbed the one to the house late, and that sucks. I was hoping I know the players too were probably like, man, ain't that a bitch? But we're still holding teams to under 7 points a game. Nebraska game total wise stats. We put up 436 yards, 187 passing, and then we had 249 rushing, 0 penalties. I think we only had 2 penalties a game before the game. The team is looking good, man. It's exciting to see where we're going. We got Minnesota this week. At Minnesota, we always have a tough time playing at Minnesota. I don't know why. But I want to say I'm not worried, because it's a Big Ten football game, and you never know what can happen on any given Saturday. In that pass right there, I wanted to pull that. I want to talk about that. Jaden Denegal comes in one play and throws a rope. I mean, that pass he threw was a dime. I'm interested to see what that kid's got, because the accuracy, the arm strength, everything I've seen from him so far, I mean, he looks good. He looks good. We got a nice quarterback room going on there, so we can't be mad about that. So yeah, man, Minnesota this week at Minnesota. I'm not worried about PJ Fleck. They can row the boat all they want. I don't think this one even gets close. I think this will be pretty similar to the Nebraska game. I really think the team's starting to gel. And if you look at, the last few years, Michigan, I feel like Michigan doesn't necessarily open the playbook until we get into them tough games, right? So I think this is where we're going to start opening some new chapters to that playbook and getting it done. So hopefully we come out with another W. We keep it rolling. Defense is looking amazing. Offense is clicking. Jim's back. We're coming. We're making that run, man. People still aren't believing in the hype, because our schedule has been absolute dog shit. It's been terrible. But we're just playing the games we got in front of us, and we're handling them. There's never been a point we thought we were going to lose. So it's exciting. Thank you all for tuning in, still watching. Like I said, we're going to get episode 5 out this weekend. We're going to try to do it on Sunday, just trying to get everybody together on the same schedule to record and get it done. So So look for Sunday. I will release that out on Sunday evening. We'll be on all platforms. Once again, we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, you name it. We appreciate y'all tuning in, man. And shout out to my little nephew. I got him on the intro video. So love you, buddy. Gotta love it. Go Blue always. So we'll see you guys soon. Watch out for episode 5. Go Blue. Detroit for everybody. We here.